when we think about the India-China threat, what you call the gravity show, we always frame it in these very economic terms. Wow, we're going to get beaten by these people economically. Wow, the market, Chinese manufactured goods, we're going to be flooded with shoes, we're going to be flooded with cheaper software coders, etc. Now that's all true. I don't think we understand that probably a profounder threat is the threat of culture, because both India and China were profoundly feudal societies until very recently that did not spread en masse in their population the idea that you can be whatever you want to be, you can change the world, you can, whether or not it's true, just did not even give that idea to their people. There are now 2.5 billion people in these two countries that are very quickly, regardless of the material reality, acquiring the idea of themselves as actors in the world, as people who can change their fate, can turn the car around. And at the same time that that's happening, I see the United States gripped by a kind of economic fatalism. Small moments. I have no there's a lot of economic data on mobility stalling in America. The other day I was in a movie theater in Boston, and we said, "How are you doing?" And he's like, "I'm just doing ducky." I don't know what that meant, but and I said, "Oh, well, that, at least you're clear about it or something." I didn't know what to say, and he said, "Well, for $8 an hour, what do you expect?" And again, it's all anecdotal, but from what I can remember, there wasn't that bitterness. That's a very French kind of thing that you encounter with French Parisian waiters, who are kind of locked in their thing. It's not a very American feeling, but it's becoming an American feeling. And more than that, and that's what I talked about on the Daily Show. If you have been watching the way in which the United States has erupted this political thing, where everybody's tearing each other down, and Republicans see Democrats as kind of more enemies than Al-Qaeda as an enemy, and the other way around. You're not going to beat India and China with that kind of culture, because you're going to be busy. Barack Obama is not a socialist. I'm not saying that because I like him or don't like him. It's just a fact. And to the extent that America spends minutes or hours and millions of man-hours on the topic of whether he is, nothing would please India and China more than for America to just be having that debate while they're trying to kind of eat America's lunch.